Margareta Armstrong-Jones might just be one royal you've never heard of. From her time at a prestigious private school to her role in Prince William's wedding, here's what her life is like outside of the spotlight. Margareta Armstrong-Jones is the granddaughter of Anthony Armstrong-Jones and Princess Margaret, the late sister of Queen Elizabeth II. As the granddaughter of such an important royal, Margareta has long been a source of interest for royal watchers and followers. These days, Margareta is all grown up and ready to step out on her own. As noted by Tatler, ever since she made an appearance at the outlet's Little Black Book Party in November 2022, people haven't stopped talking about her resemblance to her beloved grandmother.
Royal Highness, Princess Margaret.
Margareta is an interesting sort of royal as she's well known, but can still navigate freely without being easily recognised, offering anonymity that her other relatives do not enjoy. David Armstrong-Jones, 2nd Earl of Snowdon, and his ex-wife Serena Armstrong-Jones, Countess of Snowdon, welcomed their daughter Margareta Armstrong-Jones on May 14, 2002. Sadly, her birth took place 3 months after Princess Margaret died, which means the two never got to know one another. But that hasn't stopped Margareta from embodying her grandmother in a number of ways. In November 2022, she stepped out at Tatler's Little Black Book Party, wrapped in a white fur that immediately called to mind a similar coat worn by Princess Margaret in 1951. Margareta opened up about her late grandmother's influence on her in the May 2023 issue of Tatler. As she told the outlet, she believes that she gets her interest in jewellery from Princess Margaret. She also praised the engagement ring given to her grandmother by her grandfather, saying, "It was very simple and very small, and I think that's probably what he wanted. Nothing crazy and overstated. It's timeless." Margareta has certainly been able to hold tightly to her royal family connections, which makes sense as she's so closely related. In fact, she even served as a bridesmaid in the Prince and Princess of Wales's 2011 wedding.
To having to hold from this day forward.
Margareta was only 8 years old when the two wed. Since she grew up largely out of the public eye, many were surprised in 2023 to see that she was now 21 years old and fully grown up. Margareta spent the intervening years at Tudor Hall School, a boarding and day school for girls ages 11 to 18. In 2020, Margareta's family was rocked when her parents announced their separation and their intent to divorce. At the time, David and Serena Armstrong-Jones had been married for over 25 years, and their split came as a surprise to many. A spokesperson for the pair announced, "The Earl and Countess of Snowdon have amicably agreed that their marriage has come to an end and that they shall be divorced. They ask that the press respect their privacy and that of their family." It is unclear what led to the divorce, and neither party has commented in detail about the event. David Armstrong-Jones told The Telegraph in 2011 that he always made sure to spend at least one day a week with his wife and their children, saying, "I devote Sundays to Serena and the children. It's great to have a day to be quiet and reflect and to laugh together." Perhaps because of her upbringing outside of the royal spotlight, Margareta Armstrong-Jones has been able to focus on pursuing more creative endeavours. Unlike her senior royal cousins, Margareta has developed a thriving business of her own. She is the jewellery designer and owner of Matita Jewellery, which she often shares on the brand's official Instagram account. On top of that, it's clear that Margareta has also inherited her grandfather's propensity for photography. She boasts her own photography account on Instagram as well. As she told Tatler in its May 2023 issue, her grandfather Anthony Armstrong-Jones is a major inspiration for her, both growing up and now. Her grandfather also made jewellery, something that is very special to the family, and Margareta credits her grandmother's choice of jewellery as a source of inspiration for her career as well.